When I wake up in the morning, I am still asleep. I really don't want no toast. Oh no. I didn't start the fucking recording.
Okay, wait. We need to redo it, right?
Okay, we can.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. What happened? Okay. I'm just gonna... Okay.
1, 2, 3.
When I wake up in the morning, I'm still asleep. I really don't want no toast. I want no OJ, no tea, and no cereal. Give me a yappa drink, I want it most. Oh, wake me up, me mama, ooh, yeah. Me mama, wake me up, me mama, when the morning comes. Wake me up, me mama, ooh, yeah. Me mama, yup, we're gonna Dude, this hurts my face. I know that yours is barely on your face, but look at how mine's cutting into my forehead. Do you see this? Do you see this?
Oh, because I have my glasses on.
And my chin? Like, I was getting a paper cut every time I tried to animate my face.
Shit.
Okay, well, now that we've lost all our viewers...
that was funny.
Good times. Isn't it crazy how that song is now on TikTok after we fucking did it on our silly podcast?
Oh, I know. Like what?
We made it a thing again.
Yeah.
I think. Fucking killing it.
That or our phones just really spy on us. Yeah. It was like, we're going to deep dive and find somebody else who had the same epiphany at the same time.
Yeah, because what did that TikTok say? Show me you're Canadian. Prove that you're Canadian. Yeah. And you have to know the words to yop. Like,
they didn't have that commercial in the United States?
I guess not.
Like, I didn't realize that was a Canadian thing.
Yeah.
Remember the house hippo?
Yeah, that's a Canadian thing.
Remember the...
House hippo commercials were so cute. I always wanted a house hippo.
Like, and that was the beginning of your indoctrination of being fooled by social media.
I know.
Damn. Or by mainstream media.
Yeah. I was always like, Mom, I want a house hippo. And she was like, they don't exist. And I was like, but they're on TV, so they do exist.
Remember the commercial with the little mouses and the cheese? And we're like, if it's not yours, don't touch it.
Oh, if it's nothing,
those were the little, like, blue and the little pink or purple, like, fuzzy monsters.
Yeah,
But do you remember, like, there was, like, a commercial where there's, like, 2 little mice and they're, like, in, like, an attic or something? And it's some kind of safety commercial, too.
No, I don't.
Oh.
Do you remember the commercial where it was a fish in a... So, like, it's a double vision. And so, like, you see outside the fish in a pond. And then the other visual is, like, a kid brushing his teeth. And every time the kid turns on the water... the fish in the pond loses his water. Aww. And so every time the kid, like, runs water, the fish loses water, and then it, like, teaches you, like, don't run water. Like, don't use excess water, because you'll run the fish out of water.
Do you remember that loon image where it was like... Oh, that was...
Oh, yeah.
You remember? Was it, like, on the end of a TV show or something?
Yeah.
And it'd just be like a fucking loon.
I wish I could make a loon.
It was like
sound.
blue with like a sunset or something behind it or something, wasn't it? Like stripes or something.
Like, it's a company or something.
Yeah. What old like TV shows that are like super nostalgic to you or like commercials?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of more. Like that one that, like, where it's like with those little blue guys. That one I remembered my whole life. Like, if it's a muffin or a beet, you gotta eat it, but like don't eat.
Remember,
what was the whole point of that one?
Empire Carpet 1? No, Empire. 1-800-988-2600.
Empire. Yes.
Call today.
Yes, I loved those.
Okay. Also, do you guys remember, like, staying up too late and then all those, like, girl call shows would come on? It was like, for a sexy time. And then I remember my mom one time was like, do you know that's just like men that have women-like voices talking to people on the phone? I was like, ew. But you know what, though? Like, I will just say, like, because only a man would be able to talk that disgustingly to somebody.
I don't know. I could make up some shit if it was my job. Wouldn't being a phone sex operator be cool? Like,
I don't think so, because I would know. I would, like, be envisioning not good things on the other end. But, like, you know what, though? Like, it's gone from, like, being able to talk to somebody to, like, OnlyFans now, though.
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, you don't get to talk to me, look at my pictures, and don't ever try to talk to me. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. But, yeah, phone sex operators, man. Shout out to them. Or, like, the Miss Cleo.
So what the hell's gonna replace, like, fucking OnlyFans pictures now?
Meta. You're gonna be having virtual sex in Meta.
Ew.
100%. It's already happening.
I was gonna just say like a VR thing or whatever, like a VR or like a hologram or something.
There are already things that you can put on your genitals that somebody can operate with a remote. So like if you have a long distance relationship, or a lot of these OnlyFans girls will buy, like they'll be like, buy this and I'll do it with you. Like, I don't think that's weird to me, but whatever. Do you. But, like, yeah, you buy this thing, and then you put it on you, and then whenever, like, they touch, like, I could have the remote, and you're in, like, a house in Delaware, and, like, every time I press it, like, you'll vibrate and shit like that. And there's even coming out with one where it, like, so you put this thing on your dick, for a guy, obviously, and then you, at home, have... So that it's a sleeve, and then there's an arm, and then you, like, jerk off this fucking pole, and then the person that has this sleeve on will feel it. It's virtual sex.
Ew.
Who needs human connection? Forget about love, forget about marriage, forget about a horse and a carriage, okay? Just get your virtual rocks off, and who cares? I do not believe that. I believe in committed relationships and love. But that's society, bro.
Speaking of which, remember like Maury and like Jerry Springer? I just seen like a meme today where it was like Jerry Springer's like, or Maury is like, you are not the father.
Yeah. Woman's
crying, man's hooting and
Man's
hollering.
like, yes!
7-year-old me just vibing at home. And I was like, holy fuck, yes, it was. Like, that show was always on.
How fucking traumatizing, though, for the kid that's there. When this guy's like, I'm not your dad. Yes! I'm not your
daddy! and then we wonder why we're so fucked up now.
Yeah,
you know?
Right?
Like,
we watch people behave like that on TV every day. Like, yeah. But did you know, this is a little known fact, you can still watch Jerry Springer, Maury, the Steve Wilkos show on your Roku TV for free.
So we watching...
Yeah, we could definitely watch that. Because, it's, you go on, so I'll give you the instructions. So you go on your TV, you go to Roku TV, it sucks, there's nothing good in there, but then you go to live TV, live channels, and then in those channels, there is a channel called, like, Dish, or, like, it's something kind of, like, not classy. Like, it's like, you know... like fighting TV or drama TV. But yeah, there's a whole channel, and all they play is Maury, Jerry Springer, Steve Wilkos. There's a ton of channels. If you really like sports, there's a lot of sports broadcasted on there.
Interesting.
And like live TV, like they'll have Olympics is on there. There's even a whole ass channel about like Illuminati, uncovering Illuminati. And so like they go into like symbolism of statues and government, and like they really just teach you the shit that people need to be taught. Like it's really... There's a lot of cool shit in your live Roku TV.
Interested.
So everybody needs to go to their Roku TVs right now and check it out, because it's free, as long as you're connected to the internet. Yeah.
Interested.
But remember Miss Cleo?
No.
You don't remember Miss Cleo? She was the fortune teller on the late night TV right around the sex fucking phone calls.
Kate.
And she was like... I know your future. I don't want to do like a Jamaican accent, but like everybody used to make fun of her and be like, I know.
And did she have like a thing wrapped around her head?
She had she wore like a headpiece.
Was it like a red one a lot, like a magenta colored one?
Yeah, I think so. When I
envision like a magenta and like a lighter colored shirt.
Yeah, I when I see her, I see yellow. I see a lot of yellow, but
yeah. And okay.
Yeah, but I don't specifically remember what. I think I saw that somebody was talking about her recently, and that's what made me think of it, because she is still actively reading people's fortunes. Like,
okay, does anybody remember though, like does anybody remember the like sex channel though that would come on real late at night? It was like an old lady that would like talk about
Sue, Sally.
Yeah, they like tell like sex stories and stuff.
But she was like real professional though about it. Like she was like an old lady. Yeah. She was dope. I learned a lot about sex from her actually, which is not cool. Probably should have learned it from people I trusted. Like I think her name was Sue. Miss Cleo. Damn.
Miss Cleo.
Yeah. Yeah, it's me, Miss Cleo. And she would like, I always wanted to phone her. And like, I would,
remember the shopping channel too?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
The shopping channel's still freaking
I know, but it was
thriving.
It was just like different. Oh, yeah. Oh, yellow.
Yeah, she's wearing yellow. Yeah. Miss Cleo. Did you ever phone those numbers though? You ever this is what me and my friends used to do. You could call Jenny Jones, right? You call the Jenny Jones show and shit.
Oh, yeah.
1-800-87-Jenny or something. And so you could call the Maury show. You could call, because you couldn't email Jerry Springer back then. Or we didn't know how. So it was like, after every Jerry Springer show, it would be like, call the number and tell your story and get on the show. So me and my friends, we would go to payphones around town, payphone at Foodland, payphone at... We did it a lot when we were on, like, field trips at Jackfish Lake Provincial Park. We would go to the payphone and just go through our list, because we had this little notebook, and we'd just call all the numbers and be like... We'd call the Jenny show and say we want to lose weight. We'd call the Maury show and say, my dad's cheating on my mom, and, like, all this fucking crazy shit, man. It was so funny. But then one time we got yelled at. Whoever we got connected to is like, you need to quit fucking around or you're gonna get, or like they made us feel like we were gonna get caught, even though how could they ever catch us? But
that's fucking funny.
Yeah, it was good times. Did you ever do that when you were young? Like just prank? Like did you ever prank when you were young?
Yeah, we'd call people. And then like when I was like young, I don't know, I had some friends over the one day. I don't know why I'm playing with that. We had some friends over and we were jumping on the trampoline and we had a hose and we were spraying like vehicles that would drive by from yeah. And I think we like sprayed into somebody's car and their window was down. They like stopped and turned around and come back and yell at us and we all just fucking ditched and went and locked the door because I'm pretty sure I might have been home alone. So we just like locked the door and just like turtled.
Oh wow. Yeah, that would be embarrassing. Me and my friends used to put on dances in front of our house. Because I lived on 110th Street in North Battleford, very busy street. And, like, there's cars going all the time. And so me and my friends would, like, put on aqua performances in the front yard for the traffic.
Yeah, like, I feel like that's, like, a really, like, common thing, you know, like, parading around. Like, but I don't know if I was really allowed to I wasn't really allowed to hang out in my front yard very often.
Oh, why?
Because we lived on a busy street, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my parents obviously don't care about me. Just kidding. Love you. Yeah, they let me play in the front yard, do my performances.
And there's also like lots of like drugs around our place, like needles and stuff.
Yeah. And I lived in my school was a half a block away. I mean, there's tons of pedophiles in the neighborhood, but nobody really realized it at the time. But it seemed like a pretty safe neighborhood for the most part, other than the busyness of the street.
Do you ever ride the bus?
Yeah, when we moved to Riverview, yeah.
Do you ever, like, think about, like, the bus and being like, I'm going to be late for the bus? Like, having to be, like, on time for something every day? Like, isn't that crazy?
I missed the bus a lot. And then I would have to walk to school and jump through trains to get there, because otherwise it's, like, all the way around. Did you, like, don't you find that the bus was, like, a whole nother world?
Yes.
Like...
Yeah.
Like, if you were a bus kid, you know, like, you were with the bus kids.
Yeah.
Like, didn't matter who it was. But
it was a different dynamic on the bus, though.
yeah, like, almost like a scarier dynamic.
But, like,
scarier.
I don't think you're, like, bus kids. Like, you were on the bus and you had, like, your cliques on the bus, but then when you were on, like, the real playground, it was like...
Yes! Yeah, like, I don't know you.
Yeah.
But on the bus, I know you. We homies.
Yeah, I want to hang out after school, like, while on the bus, but, yeah, at school, it's like...
Yeah, I don't know you. Actually, one time, so this boy had a crush on me a street over, and he's always like, whatever. Anyways,
school crushes.
He gave me a letter, and it was like a full page letter, and he wrote me a letter, and in the letter he wrote, I love you and I want to have sex with you.
Ooh.
We were in grade 6 or 7, because those are the only 2 years I ever rode the bus. But yeah, I gave the note to my mom, I think, and my mom took it from there. And he never talked to me again, so I can only imagine what my mom did. I should talk to her about that, because I totally forgot about that until just now.
Oh.
And then, funny enough, and I'm worried about even saying this, but like, this guy was on the bus with me, and he was so mean to me. He was an older boy, and he always called me Bucktooth.
Aww.
He is one of, like, my favorite Instagram followers and has been following me now for years. Isn't that weird?
That's so weird.
Like, I had a crush on so many boys when I was young. Like, I chased boys, and they all were like, you're gross, you're bucktooth. And now, like, look at me now. Like, I still got the buck teeth, but they still want to be like, hey, you hot now. It's like, yeah, I grew into my teeth. Too late.
Remember, like, being at the back of the bus, though, was, like...
Back of the bus was, like... That's what I mean. So this older boy sat at the back of the bus, and I thought he was so cool. But he was so fucking mean to me. Like... But he's cool now. Like, we're cool. And he's really changing his life. Like, he was a super, like, victim mentality dude. And recently, he's really done a 180, and he's fucking killing it. So, like, shout out. I don't want to say his name, though, because...
Yeah, when you stop feeling fucking sorry for yourself and start doing the things that you need to do to be better. Mm-hmm. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Your life comes together.
Crazy how that works.
Yeah, accountability.
Where did you sit on the bus?
I felt like I sat, like, 3/4 back.
Oh. So, like, kind of cool, but, like, not a nerd.
Yeah, like, I feel...
nerd.
Yeah, and then... I feel like one more year I would have been at the back of the bus, but then I switched to high school and I didn't have a bus to high school. I got a ride from my good girl Katie Epps' mom.
Oh, nice.
Dana or something. Dana. Anyways, yeah, and her dad Barry, they're so fucking cool. I remember her mom used to work at the dollar store. It was like a dollar store with more like the one we have here, so it had cool stuff in there too. And I just thought that like her parents were the coolest, and they had like a cool like yard with a big like slide and like treehouse thing, and they would like raise tadpoles and stuff, and like this cool garden that her mom had, and they always had cool dogs. And
nice.
Yeah, I just like remember vibing there. But like it was weird because we were like pretty good friends outside of school, but at school it was like she was in her group and I was in my group.
Oh,
and we
really?
didn't fucking cross groups.
Oh, that's so crazy. I know I had a lot of friends like that where like, yeah, we hung outside at school, but they wouldn't be caught dead seen with me at school.
And that's so fucking weird.
It is weird.
Aww.
It is fucking weird. Like, and Kindness Day is coming up, so remember to not bully people. Yeah. Also, though, like, I have to remember, like, I should give the people back then some credit, because I also did paint my face like a clown all the time and draw a teardrop on my face every day. So, like, yeah, maybe I wasn't that desirable back then. But, like, did you find... So, you didn't take the bus in high school, you said?
No. And then we moved up to Marwayne and I had to walk to school.
So, like, once I hit high school, like, I was supposed to take the bus because I lived in Riverview, but I wouldn't because it was, like, too uncool. Like, it was way too uncool. I can't be caught dead going on the bus. Like, so I would walk all the way home. Like, it was so far, but I guess I got a lot of exercise. But I always wanted to hang out with my friends and, like, being like, I gotta catch the bus was just never part of my vocabulary. Like, I just couldn't.
Do you just like, do you ever like miss the bus? And like, do you ever like, it's like almost like a traumatizing thing. Like, no,
yeah.
My mom's gonna be so mad at me now. I'd have to tell her, like,
I missed the bus enough times that I knew not to go back home. Like, my mom would be like, you're fucking walking. So I walked a lot. Because my mom worked at my school, so she had to be there before I did. So a lot of times, if we left on the bus, like, she was already gone, so we couldn't go back home. So, but, yeah.
crazy.
But yeah, it was bus life, man. Good times. Were you a bus kid? Let us know. We want to know. Where did you sit on the bus?
Or your most nostalgic TV memories?
Yeah. But your favorite childhood commercials?
Like Xena?
Yeah. Remember, like, when we were young, they started releasing all the M&M characters.
Oh, yeah.
And I was obsessed with them for a long time. Like M&Ms are real. But, like, gotta be honest, M&Ms compared to Smarties, like, ugh. Like, normal M&Ms, like peanut M&Ms, fuck yeah. But normal M&Ms, like,
I never fucked with them.
me neither. They're just gross. Like, they
The only
taste like
times
fake
I would
chocolate.
fuck with them is when they were in like those little tiny like canisters you get in your stocking and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then they made Skittle ones, but then the Skittles were like too big, so you didn't really get that many Skittles in a tube.
Oh yeah. Oh, those Skittle tubes were sweet. I remember those.
I just remember like I used to love popping them. Now I just pop my like weed holders that are like that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you should get a fucking Pop-It, like Remy has. Like, they're Pop-Its. Like, have you seen the thing she has?
Oh, yeah.
They're, like, so popular.
Yeah.
When I started buying them for her, they were, like, $2 a piece, and now, again, they're $10, $11 at Claire's. Like, what the fuck? For just a piece of plastic that you go like this. Like,
Anyways, that was a nostalgic time.
yeah, kind of went back in time there, so. And I'm even wearing a Connaught Eagles fucking t-shirt. Go Eagles! R-O-W-D-I-E! That's the way we spell rowdy. Let's get rowdy! Go Eagles! I'm gonna tell my mom her school's famous now.